Welcome to another amazing day at fmtraining.tv, where we're here to discuss the wonderful and fantastic FileMaker and Claris platforms. I am here today with Nick Hunter, who is an amazing developer. He is probably one of the best UI UX developers, if not the best UI UX developer for FileMaker as a whole, and overall is a really fantastic developer who knows a lot of, frankly, excuse my language, and we're very lucky to have him here. So let's talk the future schedule. So we're doing a lot of Nick's next series, which actually will be completed next week. And that series will basically be covering relationships, everything you need to know with FileMaker relationships. We're doing this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, and then Monday will be an open Q&A, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, it will be the finishing up the series. And next Friday, we will not be in session. That'll be the 23rd, I think. We're not going to have anything on the 23rd. So from the 23rd to the 2nd of January, we will not be in session. So with that being said, we're doing relationships, really common subject, but it's a really important subject, and Nick knows a lot about it. If you'd like to support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. The FM Training annual subscription bundle is 100 plus hours of really high energy video training content. Nick's a presenter in it, Richard's a presenter in it, Jacob, Calvin, all people you know. If you know nothing about FileMaker, this is a really great place to get started. If you know a lot about FileMaker, this can still be useful. We cover a huge variety of topics, like even our senior engineers don't really know server that well. That's what our server guy IT for. We have a whole server section, a whole cloud section, all that jazz. So if you've bought already, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. Okay, with all the introductions done and all that jazz out of the way, Nick, what are we doing?
Yes. So thank you much, and so good luck with the Mondays.
We'll figure it out. If you got any ideas, people, let me know.
Yes. So thank you guys for joining today. And so this is the first day of a large series, like 3 weeks, right? 2 weeks now, and then a week in January. So so it's 3 weeks of relationship. Okay. So I'm going to cover pretty much everything you need to know about relationship, even the most crazy that you can imagine. Okay. So, and I want you to learn this because it's like I'm saying every time, and I just I said that today to a new customer of mine, and hi John, if you see me, and another customer of mine, Mark, yesterday. I know he's watching us, and and I was saying always the same thing. Relationship is the most advanced and the most powerful tool you can find in FileMaker. FileMaker was a toy pretty much before FileMaker 7. And then a genius guy, I know he doesn't like me to talk about him, so I'm not going to talk about him. A genius guy at Claris at the time, but the first Claris, right? The Claris came with the idea of building FileMaker relationship, right? And they work with Clay. We all know Clay, and they built something fabulous. Okay, and that is the FileMaker relationship, right? In the entire database world, we don't have anything close to what relationship with FileMaker are. Okay. Yes, I know SQL and stuff like that, or whatever, they have a very advanced relationship as well. But the FileMaker relationship are so powerful that you don't have to code anything, right? The other, you need to go with a crazy code, right, in order to get a relationship to work, something very complicated. But with FileMaker, you have nothing to do. Just learn how to build something with Lego, pretty much, right? We are at that level. We are the level of the Lego blocks, right? So that's what you need to learn, to put Lego together. So that's what we are going to learn with those 3 weeks about relationships. Relationship is by far, the tool you need to master in order to get to go to another level. Okay, pretty much 90% of what advanced developers are doing, all the very advanced people, we all do that because we master the relationship, you know. So mastering the relationship is what you need to do right now. Okay, so I'm going to start slow, right? We're going to watch the fundamental of what the relationship are in order to put a foundation, right? I'm going to talk about the wording, you know, I'm going to call the thing by their names, and I'm going to explain what they are, right, in the relationship. But we are going to start very slow, okay, very, very slow. So I'm going to share my screen here.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, we're going to see what a relationship. Okay. So we have a lot of relationship here in the FMSP, but I'm going to start with something slow. First, we have tables. Okay. The tables are not relationship. Yes, I know. Tables are not relationship. Tables are tables. Tables are like a big buckets, you know, where you put things inside. Okay. So that's what tables are. You know, they are buckets, right, where you put fields inside, right? It's like a box. It's a box where you put things, items inside a box, right? So that's what the table are. So we put a name in the table, right? And automatically, right? Automatically, FileMaker will create an occurrence as we can use it as a relationship. So let's try. So let's call test demo. So I'm going to create a table. I have the test demo table, and immediately FileMaker is going to create an occurrence, right, in the relationship map. It's an occurrence. So what an occurrence? Okay, it's a point where it's the bridge between tables and everything else. That means is where scripts, calculation, and all of this can work. You know, it's the point of entry, right? Where it's a point of entry where we can what's the name? Reach out in order to go inside the table, right? It's the point where everything can enter, right, to go to the table without to go to the data. Data are stored inside field that are stored inside table, right? But we need a point of entry in order to access this. Okay, it's pretty much like you need a modem, right, to connect your computer to the internet. Okay, you need a modem to connect your computer to the internet, right? So that is the occurrence. The modem is the occurrence, right? So automatically, FileMaker is creating an occurrence attached to that goes to the new table that just created. But I could just do this, have a table without any occurrence. That means that table is inside FileMaker, but there's no way I can access this. Let me show you. I'm going to plus. I'm going to create this. Okay. I have my occurrence here, and I'm going to create a new layout, right? New layout to that occurrence. Okay. So you see, I can create a layout that goes to that occurrence. Okay. I can do this. Also, right? It's the way we can add fields, right? I can add fields inside that from a table, data table, but to put something inside a layout, I need that occurrence. Okay, I need that. Also, we need the occurrence for any scripts to go and set fields, for example, right? If I want to set field, I need an occurrence, right? I need the occurrence for that. Or in the calculation, right? I need the occurrence, right? What happen if I just delete that layout and I just delete that occurrence? So I have the table, right? It's there, but I don't have occurrence. What happened? It happened that if I want to create a new layout, I don't have it anymore. I don't have it. Test, I don't have it. I cannot create a layout, right? And neither I can go to the scripts and set fields inside that, inside that table. I cannot. I have the table, but I don't have any occurrence that goes there. So I cannot attach. And of course, I cannot. Where's my test demo? I don't have it. It's not there. I don't have it. Right? So that being said, so why is the demo? The demo is to show you, to explain to you the difference between table and occurrence. That being said, now that I have, I will create occurrence that goes to the demo, right? I have an occurrence that it's the bridge, right, between the tables and the other world and the outside world, right? It's the modem. Okay? So now I have my modem, right? I can have another modem if I want. I can create another occurrence that goes to that table. And I can create another occurrence that goes to that table. I can create as many occurrences I want that goes to that table. Okay. I have a different point of entry. But it all goes to that table. Okay. So you understand that tables, occurrence, right? So do we have any questions so far about this?
If you delete the first occurrence, can you recreate it?
Yes, I just did it.
Can execute SQL access a table without a TO, or does it only go through TOs?
No. Because SQL, believe it or not, requires an occurrence, at least one. Because the occurrence, it's the bridge between the table, right, and everything else. Without table, without occurrence, there's no way you can do anything. And I just demonstrate. Like, for example, let's say I don't have any occurrence here. So I don't have occurrence. So, and I want to do a SQL stuff, right? So I'm going there, I'm going to the fields, and I say, execute SQL or whatever, execute SQL, and I want to go to my, to my table, the test demo. I don't have it, right? So the occurrence is the bridge between the table, which are completely separated, right? That's a bridge between that's a hole between the table and the other world. The only point of entry you can have between tables and the rest of the world, that means script layouts, calculations, fields, right? The only bridge you can have, it's the point of entry is that occurrence. And even SQL requires one. Okay. Do we have another one?
Yes. Is there any reason to have a table without an occurrence?
No. Oh, yes. Yes. I do that. I do that when I want to archive something. I want to keep data inside a table, but I want to make sure that no way we can go there. It's done. Because you can have, so something I can show you. Let's put some something here. Right? I have my occurrence here. So now I can create my layout. Okay, so I have my layout that points to the demo. Okay, table, test demo. I have this, okay, and I can add a table. I can add a field inside the table test name, right? So I can add name here. I can add records. Nick, March, Rick, and Jacob. Okay, right? So I have 4 records. I can go here, delete that layout completely, gone. I can go to my occurrence, delete the occurrence, occurrence deleted, no more layout that point to it. But look this. I have 6 fields and 4 records in the table. The table and the data are still inside, right? So if you want to store something inside a file and make sure that there's no way anybody can go there, right? That's the best way. Okay. And I'm not sure that I'm wondering if I can export. No, I cannot export. I cannot do anything. I can't export. I can't export from something that doesn't exist. I can't do that. I can't export. I can't import. I can't do. There's no way you can do anything. So the only reason to have a table without occurrence is this. You want to say, okay, you create an occurrence, you dump everything you want to store and save inside the table and say, okay, I keep this only for storage purpose, like archiving. You take away the occurrence and you save. There's no way any user can access the data. No way. Other question?
For example, I keep your Discord theme in one table without occurrences to have quick access to visual examples.
Oh, you need to repeat that.
Yes, no. For example, I keep your Discord theme in a table without occurrences to have quick access to visual examples. I guess it's an
Yeah.
example of a table without occurrences. Okay, cool. Other than that, we're good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. So, where's my layout that I was creating? Okay. Yeah, no, this one, no. Mouse account. I created a layout. Okay. So that being said, so you understand now the concept of table, occurrence, and stuff. So that was very important. Okay. So now let's create a layout, right? That points to T01, two accounts. Okay. So I have this layout now that points to accounts, right? And I'm going to put the billing city here. Okay. Why I have this? Okay. So I want the billing city here. Okay. My billing city, right? The billing city. Why I don't have another one? I don't have a lot of billing city here. It's okay. We can deal with it. Okay. I have the billing city here, and I want to have a relationship between accounts and contacts by cities. Okay, so that's the basic pretty much. Okay, so I told you, we have two tables, right? So let's step back a little bit. We know that tables requires what's the name? Occurrence for the other world to get into that table. Okay? But when you have another table, you have two tables like this. So let's do the demo like this. I have an occurrence that go to accounts. And I have another occurrence that go to contacts. Okay? So that's the occurrence that goes to accounts, and that's the occurrence that goes to contacts, right? So I have 2 points of entry, right? Point of entry to accounts, point of entry to contacts. But now I want to build a relationship between two occurrences. So it's important that I'm using the good naming here. Occurrences are pointing to tables. And now I'm going to build a relationship between two occurrences, right? So when we say, oh, this is a relationship, no. This is an occurrence, and this is another occurrence. The relationship, right, will be this. Will be, where's the city here? The relationship will be, is it stored? Yeah, field name. So anyway, I want the relationship between, I'm trying to find, where is the, oh, home city, okay. The relationship between, I want the relationship between the billing city of accounts and the home city of contacts. I want that relationship. So you see what I've done? I click here, I drag, I keep clicking on the mouse, I drag here on the home city. So now I have a relationship between two occurrences. And thanks to that relationship, I have access to two fields from two tables, and I can link them together thanks to the relationship between two occurrences. So that's why I'm putting the wording down here to make sure that everybody understand what I'm going to talk in the future when we are going to talk about things complicated, I want you to know the wording, okay? So occurrences, relationship, tables, right? So now you know the role of everybody. When we say, oh, that's a relationship, no, we say we wrong. This is not a relationship. This is not a relationship. This is a relationship. The bridge between the two. This is an occurrence. This is an occurrence. And this is the relationship. So what is the relationship, right? Right. So each time that FileMaker will encounter the same value inside both fields, that will be a match, that the words match, that will be a match, and on all match, right, FileMaker will display all the records that match that fields, okay? So let's demonstrate. I'm going to point this to accounts, right? And I'm going to put the billing city here, right? So how we can display related records inside the layouts, okay? We use portals, okay? So we use portals. So FileMaker, but before to do that, I'm going to show you something. FileMaker will tell you, right, which table are related, right, to the table you are currently in. I am currently in the account table, and the only one linked is the contact table. I have a relationship with that contact table, right? I am in relationship, you know. The thanks to the occurrence ACC account and the occurrence CON contact, thanks to that two occurrence, I have a relationship to the tables. You understand the wording here? Thanks to the occurrence CON contacts and the occurrence ACC account, I have a relationship made between the two tables that are attached to those two occurrences, right? So when I create a portal, I have only that table available because the others won't work because I have no relationship with it. Okay? So let's do this. I put this, and now, thanks to the relationship that I have between billing city and home city, I have access to the related fields of that table. So I can pick all the fields I want. So I want the first name, or name first, or something like this. And I want the name last. And I want, I don't know, phone number. Okay. Okay. So now here, let's make a relationship working. I think I have let's put a relationship working. If I go to the contacts, let's put, pick up a city, whatever city here. Okay, I don't know where that is, but I put that here. And I have none. Why? Oh, that there. What city is? Oh, primary. Oh, primary street. Primary. Okay, that's a primary. Okay, sorry. I need to change the relationship because it's not home city, it's primary. Primary city. Primary city. Okay. That's okay. That's the same. So now FileMaker, let's put the FileMaker is showing me all the records that match that cities. So here in that table, I have 25,000 records, but I have only those that match Portavia. I don't know where that is. If somebody can Google that for curiosity. I want to change, and I said, okay, I want Miramichi. That should be in Japan or something like this. If I change this, the bidding city, and I put Miramichi, boom, it changed. Oh, I have all the relationship. I have other records because they're different, right? And I can do that again and again, you know. That should be in Vietnam or something like that, right? And then I have other people, right? So this is how the relationship work. Okay, so matching, I'm pretty sure if I'm displaying the city here, let's display just for fun. Primary city. So yes, it match, right? It match, right? So here I am in the current table here. I am in account table, right? And all the cities that match that, right? With the same city here, then we show me all the records. Okay. So let's have many. This is in Germany with the B like this is a German name. So let's have another example like this, and let's have like this and like this, you know. So you see now this record here, the record number 4, I have the bidding city this, and this is all the contacts with that billing city, right? And here I have only 2. Here I have 5. Here I have 6, right? So for each record, FileMaker will change and show you, right? And show you the related records, right? So, and that's why it is super powerful FileMaker, because we don't need to launch a query to get the results. FileMaker will just pop to your face, you know, the result without any query, like SQL or whatever, right? Sybase. So FileMaker is doing this. You don't need to launch any query to get the data from that related table, right? Do we have any question?
Yes. If there's a space after the name of the city on one side, will it match or should it be this exact name?
No, it will break. It needs to be exact. It needs to be exactly the same. If I put a space before, it breaks, right? So space, no, it needs to be exactly the same. But if I put a space here, now this one match, right? So this is how, yeah, the space you cannot. And very important, that's a good question, by the way. I cannot have a space like this, or I cannot have partial. Doesn't work. Partial doesn't work. It needs to be exactly the same, okay, to match. That's why we call match. It needs to match, right? So it needs to be exactly the same. So what is important to know, okay? So this, let's put the name of the account here. Account. Okay. So this is the name of the account. Okay. So the name of this account. So do we have another question, by the way?
No, I think you're good.
No. Okay. So this account here has billing city Roy Hanley, right? So this is, I have all those, you know, those people here. So let's create a new layout with the contact table, right? So what happened when I'm going to the other side? So that's something I want to show you. First name, last name, and primary. Okay. So, and let's find this guy. So that my 7 people that have the primary city Ray Handley. Okay, that's the 7 people. What happened if I use the same relationship? Because here we said we have 2 occurrences, right? 1 account, 1 to contact, 2 occurrences, and the 2 we can attach a layout to that. We can attach a layout to this one and a layout to this one. So what happened when I'm going to contact and I'll do this, right? And I'm going from contact, I'm going to the account table, right? With the relationship, right? With the relationship here. And let's put something else like a department or something like this, type. I'm seeing here that this guy, but with the same relationship. So I have 1 relationship. When I'm here, I said the primary city is Ren Hanley, and it shows me that he has as an account, he has Present LLC, right? Correct? Because that's the primary city, that all the accounts with that primary city. So the relationship working on both ways, something that SQL doesn't know to do, you know? It goes A to B, but you don't have an automatic B to A. You don't. Okay? That's FileMaker only. So when you have a relationship from A to B, right? A to B, you have B to A. You have it. You have the relationship working, right? The relationship are bi-directional. A relationship from here to here works, and the same relationship from here to here works as well without doing anything, without coding anything, okay? So that's very important, right? That's very, very important, because depending on where you are, right, you can access the data. And that is what we call a context. So the wording are very important here, right? So that's why I wanted that session to be all about naming the thing the right way. the tables, the occurrence, the relationship, right? The context. So what is the context? Okay. So far, do we have questions?
We do. Does it matter which TO is on the left or right? Example, other types of relationships?
No. Boom, boom. The same. This FileMaker doesn't care. FileMaker doesn't give a damn about that, you know. A relationship works on both ways. Both. And you can make this, you can put that here, you can the relationship map has no incidents whatsoever, right? It has only one incident, and I will show you. It knows when this is placed after this. It knows if I open the relationship dialog, right? Accounts here is on the right, right? And contact on the left. If I change this, it knows that account is on the left and contact on the right. It knows that. So even if you do, even if you try to trick it, it will know. Account is still. I don't know how. Okay, see, is based on this. See the link here, the relationship. Here up, it will appear on the other side. See, account is on the left. If I do this, now account will be on the right. Right? So this is how you know. Boom, boom, boom. See? This guy here. So this is, but there's no incident whatsoever. It's just a visual thing, you know, but there's no incident whatsoever. The relationship will work the same as like this and like this. It's just it's just about what is the primary key and the foreign key, and that is for the tomorrow webinar, right? Today was all about naming stuff. Okay. So, do we have any question? Another question?
The related fields must be the same type?
No. I can have a number and text mismatch. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, if I put the billing city, yeah, it will matter if we have a destructive type. Okay, if I put billing city, where am I? Contact primary city. If I'm putting primary city and I'm changing into dates, it will say okay. So that will destroy pretty much what's inside the field. So we need to be, you know, what we need to be careful of what, you know. So actually, I don't know if that destroyed or not. But anyway, yeah, that won't work. A date, I'm not sure that, yeah, a date will destroy the data. Let's do with something we don't care. That's a good, I never did it. So let's do something with something we don't care. Like the shipping street too. What happened if not the shipping contact, the primary the home street too. Let's put something here and let's change that. I never did that for the, you know, into a date. Is that destroyed? No. So but I'm not sure if that worked or not. So I'm not sure. I never, you know, let's do a test. So I'm going to change that primary city into a date, okay? Which is pretty tough. Let's do that dates. Yes. So it updates this because I'm changing the index. So it will index the thing differently. Boom, is broken. Yeah. So the dates doesn't like it. I was sure about that, but no, I was sure 99%. So the relationship is broken because the dates, it doesn't like it, right? But if I put it back, it will go primary city. But if I put a number, I'm pretty sure it works. Because date is something very special, But the number, I'm pretty sure that works. I'm going to check. Neither. Yeah. So even the what's the name? So it needs to be the same. Why? Yeah, it needs to be. It needs to be the same type. It needs to be the same type. It's very rare that I'm doing this, so that's why it was a good question. And very rare that I'm doing this. So yeah, it needs to be the same type, So date doesn't work. So if I put that back on text, yeah, because it's an index. It's an index matter. What it's doing here is reprocessing the index. That's what it's doing. Boom. Yeah. So it needs to be. But something I know is this. If I create a new record and I'm putting 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and I'm going here and I said Nick, and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, primary city, bidding city. Why it doesn't work? Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure that if I switch this whether I mean accounts here, I'm pretty sure this, if I do this, it will still work. So when you have a digits, right? I'm pretty sure. Let me see. And that's why we use keys as a number, by the way. Yeah, see? So to make clear the thing, you can have a mix match of relationship like text and number, right? If you have a number here, if you have a number as a key, number will work on number text number. Mix match will work if you have digits as a key. But if you put something like this, it won't work, right? But that's because of the index matter, okay? But if I put text numbers, right? It will work on both, okay? So yes and no. You can have mix match of type only text number, but not text dates or whatever. When you have a number, and only if you have a number, okay? So yeah, good question, because I wasn't sure, and because we never do that. I mean, I tend to never do something like this. Mix match stuff like this. So this matter, the number text on the keys, on the matching field, right? It matters when you have very large number of records, because turning a key into a number is much smaller to index and much faster to index, right? Ergo, it's faster to process, right? And that's why, as a key, if you have keys as numbers, because you want to limit the impact of the indexing in your fields, you use the get UUID number, right? But you need a number field for that to work, okay? Other question?
The question about the TO on the left or the right, they meant on the relationship window, not the map. So when you're manually creating the relationship, not dragging the fields on the map.
I don't understand the question here. Is that a question or statement?
There was it was an earlier question you answered, but it was about something different. The question was, does it ever matter which TO is on the left or the right?
No, it doesn't matter.
But you said that, but he said he was referring to the relationship window, not the map. So not that, but where you create the
here, it shows you account contact here, and it shows you contact accounts. It's just a visual things, because it makes sense, since in the relationship is like this. It shows you the relationship, right? If you put the relationship like this, if you have this guy on the left side, it will appear, contact account. If you have on the other side, right, it will appear, contact account like this, or account contact. It depends. But it doesn't have any impact on how FileMaker will treat data, on how the FileMaker will proceed with the relationship. Okay. So do we have any question?
Nope, we're good.
Okay. Before we go, I have 2 minutes. For one day we're going to, finish on time. What I'm going to show you now, is that how relationship works. Okay. And let's say here, I'm going to put the city I have before, this one. I have this city on one field. Okay. And then, that's France, Brive-la-Gaillarde. And then I'm going to add another field, another city. So I have one city, and I have another city with a carriage return, carriage return. So carriage return, and I'm putting another city. Boom. Now it shows what match the two cities. And if I go and I add a third one, boom. So now I have all the records that match the three cities, right? So it's very important. That is what we're going to talk about, that you can have multiple values inside the same fields. And then it goes and look for all the matching cities. And this, we call that values. Everything, any rows inside the fields it's named value, right? Any rows like that one value, that another value, and that another value. So before we go, right? Before we go, a little bit of terminology. Okay. We have the tables that are pretty much, the box where we put fields inside. Fields, records, and values, okay, are stored inside the table. Storage, store, okay. Occurrences are the point of entry from the external world to the table. So if you want to have access to your table, fields, records, and values, you need to have a point of entry, which is an occurrence. Between two occurrences, we have relationship, right? And in the relationship, right, we have predicate, that's the terminology. This link between two cities, right, the two fields, it's named a predicate. And we will learn that we can have multiple predicates. And we will learn, and we learn now that we can have multiple values inside one field used as a key in the predicate. So all those terminologies are very important to know, right? But it's good to have a visual of what they are. I'm talking and you see where they are. So now you know the terms that we use, right? And you understand now that the next days we're going to play with a lot of things, right? Because we're going to learn how to use that, not only how they work, because now we learn how they work, but we are going to learn how to use them, right? How to play with them, how to do magical things with them. We're going to learn triggering auto entry calculation. We're going to learn how to update relookup without having any relationship between. We're going to learn how to play with those things, right? The next 3 weeks, right? But today we know about all the terminologies, and that's what I want to do. Okay. So if you have any question, I can answer. Otherwise, we land the plane.
Will the match sets order match the order of the multi-keyed field?
No. No. It will show you it have no incidents whatsoever. No incidents. See? No incidents. Because FileMaker will display by default, right, the order of creation. Which one has been created first, right, will arrive first in the list. That is the default sort order. The default sort order is the first record created, first served. Why? Is because all if you have noise, it's because they are doing a feast outside. I don't know what they do, what they celebrate. They celebrate something. So when we can merge here, we can merge the record, the record number, no, the record ID. That is the number. So you see, 2000, and this one is creating before this one, creating before this one, before this one, before. This is the order. This is the order. So you see that the 26,022, the 262,002, what's the name? Field created. Like for example, if I create a new table, do I have my test? Yeah, I have a test demo. So let's go to my test demo layout. Do I have it? No. So if I go to my test demo layout, oh, I don't have the occurrence. Hold on. I need to create the occurrence. Okay. Oh, new layer. Test demo. Computer form. Oh, okay. And if I put here record ID, right? This is a record number 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you create new 5, 6, 7, 8, so that's record ID is the record number at creation and will never go away. That will never change. And that is the default order from all relationship, all found sets. If you don't, like for example, if I put here, I have my name here. So I have Jacob, I have Rick, and I have AAA, I have BBB, and I have DDD, and I have whatever EEE, FFF. Okay. So I have those, right? Let's put that as a table view. Table view. Okay. Oh yeah, but I cannot put there. Yeah. Anyway, if I sort that, so this is not sorted, right? I have Nick, I have Marge. Okay. If I sort by name, now he said, okay, this one is, he said A first, B seconds, D, E, F, J, M, N, R. But this is 3. This one is 1. This one is 2. This one, okay. So but now this is sorted. It's sorted by name. If I unsort, the default is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the default sort order. So when you get something from a relationship, it gets you the record, the first from the first created to the last. Next question.
I think you're good, actually. So.
Okay. So tomorrow we take over from this and we go further.
Yes. Thank you very much, Nick. We greatly appreciate it. I'm going to share my screen and run the music.
Bye.
See you tomorrow, everybody.
See you.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!